Okay, so I will give the URL on which you can access it. And you can install it also on your own machine. So for instance, in the lab, this software is installed. So anything I'm going to do now, you can duplicate and play with the system and learn how to use it. So I'm starting with very simple examples first to understand the basic machinery. So here at the top page of the site, and here you have some general information about the site, how to get the dictionary, etc., how to browse in the dictionary, and various services. And here in this green bar at the bottom of the page, you have the various services that you may call. Okay, so let us start with the reader service here. And now we are in a page where we can enter some sentence and have it analyzed. So I'm starting with very simple example. Devan Srinati. See? Now, here you have some kind of control panel. So in this window, you can enter the sentence. And here you have a various panel, a control panel where you can set up various parameters. So one parameter is the input scheme, how you can enter. For the moment, I don't have yet a Devanagari input scheme. So you have to enter through romanization, that is a transliteration scheme that we associate with the Latin alphabet, the various phonemes of the Sanskrit alphabet. So this way you imitate what would be input in Devanagari. So you have the choice of 4 transliteration schemes. Here this machine is initialized with the WAX transmission scheme from Hyderabad. And but you have other ways, like this is the Kyoto-Harvard transliteration scheme that is familiar to Indologists. And this is the sloppy encoding of the Sanskrit library. And I'm more familiar with the Ventus scheme. It's slight variations, okay? So the sentence is Devan Srinati. He hears the gods. So here we can invoke segmentation, for instance. Segmentation, it's pada-pāṭha, as Adi explained, the segmenter. So now if I press the read button, it will segment this Devan Srinati, so it gives the input in romanization, it copies it again in Devanagari, and it proposes here only one solution. And see, it has segmented it. It has recognized that it's obtained by gluing together 2 words by Sandhi, 2 padas. The first pada is Devan, second pada is Srinati. And it gives you some indication of what is the Sandhi rule that is used in order to create the input sentence by gluing the 2. It said that any word that is ended with N may be glued with another word starting with sh by replacing the sequence N sh with the sequence sh. Okay? And this directly corresponds to one of Panini's sutra, actually. Okay? So in some future version there will be a reference to the proper sutra. But anything the machine is doing is supposed to be doable by Panini's rules. And hopefully conversely. This is the intent. Here it's a little bit different though, because Panini's Ashtadyayī basically tells you how to produce a correct utterance in Sanskrit from your speaker intention, and using various choices, lexical choices and this and that. Here we start in reverse. We start from the sentence, the final sentence, and we try to guess how it could be constructed using the grammar. Okay, so we are doing it in reverse. This is why it's a little bit different from using the Ashtadyayī. But it's supposed to be equivalent to the inverse process of recognizing the correctness of a sentence with Ashtadyayī grammar. If anything is unclear, please raise your hand and I will entertain questions. Yes. This is workshop, anybody can interrupt. Okay, now here you see, this uses the standard web interface. It's hypertext technology, so it's a new way of putting information. It's not putting information in a static way in pages and you turn with your fingers. It uses this hypertext technology where you can click on a link and then go to some other part of the document. Okay, so you can navigate in a much more flexible way than in the book. But the intent is the same, is to put knowledge in some kind of way that you can in some kind of hyperbook on which you can navigate and extract the information from it about what the machine found out. See, you have the same information that one pada is Devan, second pada is Srinoti, and you still have the Sandhi rule. But you have the morphological analysis of each of these padas. The color codes is the lexical category of the pada. Okay, so if it's a substantive, noun or adjective, it will going to be blue. If it's a finite word form, it's going to be red. Okay, so it recognizes Devan as a noun whose pratipadika is Deva. And with morphology analysis, it says it's accusative plural masculine. Can you translate in the...
Yes, it is Dvitiya Pullinga Bahuvachan.
Dvitiya Pullinga Bahuvachan.
Accusative Dvitiya, plural is Bahuvachan and is Pullinga. And we can have the Devanagari interface to this very easily. It's just a few days job and we can have the Devanagari interface to this as well.
And here you see the Pratipadika Deva, which is also a link. It's a link to an entry in the dictionary. So the whole tool is lexicon directed. Means there is some lexicon, Sanskrit lexicon at the core, and all the tools are generated from the lexicon. Okay, so if you go here, then you jump in the lexicon at the entry Deva. Okay, and here it says that it gives you the Devanagari, it gives you the romanization, Deva. Then there is some link to its etymology, and then the morphological information. See, the first entry is that it may be used as an adjective, in masculine, neuter, or feminine, with feminine form the be. And then you have the meaning. I started doing this lexicon as a Sanskrit to French dictionary. So here the meaning is in French. And one day, hopefully, it will be in English. It's a few days' work, as Madame said. Maybe at the end of the week.
Not dictionary. The interface is a few days' work. But the dictionary is not.
Yeah, but this was a joke on the fact that I don't think it's just a few days' work, but we can discuss that offline. And second entry is that it can be used also as substantive, God. Okay, so this is what we are interested in. Okay, and the dictionary itself is hypertext. See, for instance, here it says, in plural devas, it means all devas, and the tradition gives a conventional list of 33. So this is Raghuvaṁśa. Yes, so if you want to know the name of the traditional 33 gods, then you click here, and you're in the corresponding entry. Okay, so this is the interest of hypertext. So you get the information in hypertext form, but you get also the links to the grammatical tools. Let us go back. Deva. And here it says as a substantive, it's in the masculine. And look, this is a link again. So if I click on masculine, okay, so we are having here a problem. The problem is that my PC does not work with this projector, and my software has only been in the plural, accusative, masculine. Then we get the form devan. Okay, so this is the table that would give this information. So it's a confirmation that what the machine inferred here, this is the morphological tag that is associated with the pada-pāṭha. So at every step you can check what the machine does by doing the reverse. In the same way that hopefully, I don't know, I was hoping that here the sandhi would confirm that if you, it's going to be a sport event, that if here we, what transliteration, yes, Srimati. And now this is supposed to show this one works. Good. Sometimes it works. Okay, so you see it explains that the external sandhi of Devan and Srinati is Devan Srinati. Okay? And actually, this is the main difficulty for beginners. Beginners who try to learn Sanskrit. First they have to learn Devanagari. And then even if they learn Devanagari, they have to learn that you can cut this ligature here in such a way that you get these two pieces. Okay? So actually I built this software in order to be able to learn the language myself. Okay, so I built all the tools. So I started with the Sandhi tool. Started with this tool that does the gluing with the Sandhi rules. And then I did the tool that does the inversion. And this algorithm I will describe in the third lecture. So this shows that all the steps of the machine can be justified. And ultimately you can go down to Ashtadhyayi to check that it is correct according to Panini. Okay. So we have seen enough of this example. We are complicating it a little bit by adding Ram in the picture. So now we say Ramu Devan Srinati. Okay? So it's going to be similar. Again, It's crazy, Rama Devan Srinati. The second one also is bizarre, and the fourth one also is very bizarre. So the correct one is the third one. So with three segments, Rama, Deva and Srimati. Okay, and here you have the same Sandhi rule between Devan and Srimati. And
let us see
between
all options, all possible answers. Let us see.
Yes.
Let us see all possible
He wants to see all the answers. Next solution
how
for
really computers.
Rama,
what is the first one?
Rama, Ude, Vam,
Today, Vam, Shanoti.
But here, in order to understand, we have to go in this. Look at how many
solutions?
8
solutions. But for 8th one is also like.
So, in order to understand what are the crazy solutions, we have to look at the taggings to see, what are the words. Okay. So, Ude comes from Uda, and here you have all these possible tags for constructing Ude from Uda. Vam is a form of Twan.
Oh, Vam.
Okay.
Vam, yes.
Vam. So it's correct according to Sandhi, yes, but it doesn't mean anything, yes. In the water, Rama in the water, to you, he hears. Okay, so you have all kind of crazy segmentation. So a Sanskrit scholar would not even think of this solution.
Naturally.
Yes, okay. But the machine is extremely dumb. Okay, so it tries every possible ways to cut the sentence into padas. And if the sandhi is correct, then there is a solution. Okay? So this is a stupid machine, but hopefully we can make it a little bit smarter. So I'm showing various features of the interface. Here I started very low level with just segmentation. I can start with tagging and then directly we get the parsing. If I click on parsing, then what do we get? Oh, we get only one solution.
So the computer is getting only one solution.
Yeah, it's getting smart. The computer is getting smart in the reader mode. Okay? So it gets only one solution out of the 8. Unfortunately, it's the good one.
Yes.
Okay, so how does that work? That works by some kind of semantic analysis, which is similar to Karaka analysis. Okay? So what does that mean? It means we are looking at the various padas, the various words, and we are trying to fit them together in some kind of scene. So this is like theater. Okay? You have a scene from theater, and so you have the script writer, yes, who tells that in this scene there are several roles kept of this scene. So Shru is to hear. If we click here, we get the entry for the root Shru, and here we see that it means to hear. And you hear something. Okay, it's a transitive verb. Okay, so it means this verb will demand 2 actors. One actor is the agent, the karta, and one actor is the patient, karma. Okay? And the action is in the active voice. Active is parasmaipada. So in active voice, it means the karta will be in nominative and the karma will be in accusative. Okay? So in order to have a correct script for display, you need the karta that will hear in the nominative. And here we have Ram. Okay? And a further prescription here is that this karta is in singular. Okay? And Ram is in singular. Okay, so it's correct. The whole assignment of this actor is correct. And similarly, the karma will demand accusative, and here we have deva in accusative plural deva. Okay? So now the system is satisfied because it has found good role assignments for the script that is denoted by the verb. Okay? So it says, okay, it's good. Whereas for the other solutions, the 7 other splittings, it is not able to do this correct assignment. So it will give some penalty. Okay? And at the end of the day, it will give you back only the solutions that are penalty 0. Okay, so here only one solution survives. And it's Rama, Devan, Srinoti. And from that analysis, we can already understand what it is about. See, that Rama is hearing the gods. And actually, after solution 3, here we have an active link again. So we can click here and have more semantic information. See here in yellow have the various padas. Here in this middle column have the morphological analysis. And here have a more semantic analysis with some kind of English semi-translation. See, it interprets Srinoti as it hears some object. Okay. And Devan as, it's objects in the masculine. And here, it's subject in the singular and masculine. Okay? And it tells that it recognizes a sentence with penalty 0. Okay? And then you have some kind of abbreviation of all the ways to interpret the third column. And here there is only one way to interpret it. See, it's here, you see the ākāṅkṣā of the verb. The fact that it's transitive means that it needs the agent and the object. Needs is represented by the minus sign. Okay? And the actors are the kind of positive things that you can assign to the roles. Okay? So the it will match this it, and the obj will match this obj. Okay? So it's a little bit cryptic, but we shall see when the sentence is more complicated and there will be many interpretations. So there are things that the machine will not be able to do automatically. So you have to help the machine and decide. So here the machine gives a unique solution. So if you're satisfied, you click on this heart, and now that's it. I don't know. Let us not show that. And here what you get is a unique tagging. Okay? With all the information. So it means you can use that as a simple tool in order to tag some corpus. Okay? You will go sentence after sentence of the corpus. Yes? And then when you're satisfied with the analysis, then you can save this and then progressively take your corpus. Okay, this is the idea of this tool. Oh, I see. It's a later addition I did to my system, so I know how to fix it. All right. So, let us go to the next sentence. Oh, you will be permitted in this ashram, huh? Devadatta. Okay, so here if I read this sentence in parsing mode, yes, now I get one solution out of two. This is not bad. Okay, so same
What is
thing.
it? Deva Datta. Yes.
So Devadatta, it interprets it as a compound. Okay, yellow means compound. Okay, so it's compound formation. So the left part of a compound is going to be yellow, and the right part is going to be color blue because it's a substantive. Okay, and how it does that? It does that with the same algorithm as pada-paricaya. Okay? Because the analysis of compounds goes the same way. It's the same Sandy algorithm that will break a compound and that will break the padas of the sentence. So in the same token, we have the analysis of compounds as well as the analysis of padas.
How many solutions the machine is giving?
Here there are two solutions and it keeps on
There
level.
should be three. Deva, Sambodha.
The compute,
Deva,
Hey
Sambodha.
Deva.
Devadattaha Surampavati is also possible. And Devadattaha Surampavati is possible. And what are the two readings? No, not necessarily, because we are not using it on a space concept in this. There is no space concept.
Of the participle,
Oh, I see. Okay.
pibat. Okay.
Saptami.
Okay. But okay, so this would be
Katie is asking, why don't you get a third solution with Deva as vocative?
oh, okay. So I will answer this question. But first I remark that the form pada-pi, so it's the same form, same padas, yes. But pibati is ambiguous. Yes, pibati can be he drinks, or finite verbal form, or it can be in drinking. Some kind of crazy law. Okay, so it's common. Many verbs have this ambiguity. And again, somebody who knows Sanskrit well will never think of pibati as a locative of pibat. Okay, so why does the machine forbid this solution? It forbids it because it knows that you cannot use this present participle. What is the traditional name of present?
Shatru pratyaya ante saptami vartate. Pibat. Pibat pullinga saptami ekvachanam is pibati.
So pibat as a present participle cannot be used as the main component of the sentence. You know? It's something that is secondary to the action. At the same time, but it's secondary. It cannot be used as a primary component. So the machine knows that. So it has some penalty. If we look at the penalty here, the penalty is not 0. See, the penalty is 1. So it tries to interpret it as a substantive sentence, but here there is this penalty, so it's eliminated. Okay, now.
So, but my question is...
Yes. There is this question pending, yes, of why don't we get Deva as vocative.
Okay.
And the answer to this question is that here in the control panel we clicked on simplified. Okay.
So the question is this, that Devadattaha suram pivati. This is the sentence. We don't use here space concept. Okay. Now it is possible to get the answer Deva. Deva. Dattaha suram pivati. This is also possible. That solution is not given by the machine. Point.
This is a very good question because Professor Barkedi is a very good student. But I have the answer.
Okay.
Sir, will you please explain the word penalty? By the word penalty, what do you mean?
But this is internal machinery. Okay, so I will explain that in the third lecture. Okay. So it needs to explain the internals of the system. Now I'm just doing the demo to show the possibilities of the machine, how to interact with it and what are the possibilities. I'm not describing the algorithms. I will describe some of the algorithms in the third lecture. Okay. So the answer is that we are here in the so-called simplified mode. And in simplified mode, I forbid vocative. Okay, so vocatives are not allowed. But if I click in complete here, now I get more possibilities. And in particular, I will get vocative. So I will get all kinds of ambiguities, of compound formation, of substantives whose pratipadika ends in R and the corresponding vocative. Okay, so this is a common common ambiguity, so a common difficulty. And so it's simpler to eliminate the vocatives and go in simplified mode. If I go in the complete mode, then what? I will go in parsing and I will get, I don't know how many solutions.
Very good.
I get 4 solutions out of 8, so now I have 8 solutions. And if we look at all the solutions, one will be, I hope, in the vocative. No.
The first one.
No, Deva is not there.
No, Deva is not there.
No, it's just compound Deva. Deva as vocative.
Okay, so I understand now. The problem is that it needs a little bit more explanation on how to present the text. Okay, I will show that you can present the text with having some help with spaces. Okay, so the text can be presented as several segments separated by spaces. Okay, and I demand the vocatives to be chunk terminal. Okay.
So space concept is
Deva space. Then you cannot combine Deva and
yeah, I understand this problem.
space is
But space concept is
Because-
used here.
Because after vocative, usually you mark a blank.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can try that, you can do Deva space and then
Yes.
Excellent question. Let us try to put the space after Deva and we'll see what happens. So if we put the space,
Yes.
now we will not get the compound.
Yes.
Okay, because one requirement is that a pada should not be split by a space. Okay.
Samhita.
Yeah. So if you have a compound, it must be all in one chunk. Okay, so here we will not get the good solution, but we shall get the vocative. See? Vocative. Okay, here it comes. Deva, data, swam, tibati, and then many solutions with vocative. Vocative, 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 vocative. Because deva by itself is analyzable only with the vocative. Okay, and then you have some nonsense. Okay. So all the solutions are there, but there are various conventions that will help for this vocative problem. It's a hard problem dealing with vocatives. Okay, so that's why we're dealing with the problem, is to demand to have a space after vocative. Everybody's been following?
Not fully. Pose a question. Ask the question.
Yeah, and then we have given the input. Previously, we forgot some Srinoti. What was the? Devan Srinoti, the input was Devan Srinoti, and we got the output 8. There are 8 outputs we got.
Yes.
And the most appropriate answer is, I think, the fourth option, fourth solution.
Okay.
And how can we delimit
Let us go back.
Suitable, appropriate answer? So, because as a beginner, I may get confused. I may think that because it is machine translation or machine is given, it must be correct. So, as a beginner, I may get confused. I was keeping this in mind. And later, whatever I was explaining, I was actually stuck in this. That is what happened.
So we go back to this example. Ramo, Devan.
Just Devan Srinoti, the split segment.
Just Devan Srinoti. But then we have only one solution.
Segmentation. Yes, in segmentation only one Devan Srinoti was there.
There were 8 solutions.
Ramo Devan Srinoti.
It was with Ramo Devan Srinoti. Okay.
Which one do you want? Ramo Devan Srinoti or Ramo Devan Srinoti?
Ramo Devan Srinoti.
Okay. We go with Ramo Devan.
Spelling double.
Ramo Devan Srinoti. Venture is. So here we see the 8 solution. So which one do you prefer?
No.
No,
The question is,
how do you decide which is the correct one out of these 8?
how does machine decide? Which one is appropriate one? Yes, because
It decides with this penalty problem.
Okay.
Okay. So it's Karaka analysis. Okay. So if you're familiar with the tradition of Vyakarana, this is Karaka analysis. Okay. So I've translated Karaka analysis.
So the machine gives that solution?
Yes.
On a priority basis?
Yeah. For every segmentation, it computes this kind of fitness of Karaka. Okay. And if it does not fit, it gives some penalty. Okay, so there is only one solution before zero penalty.
Yeah, please show that solution.
Also, maybe if we can take a wrong analysis, which expectation is being violated. Because ākāṅkṣā-yogyatā, where exactly.
So the machine gives that.
The mind of this.
Machine gives that.
I know the concept of Karaka clearly. I am profound in that. I don't need to use this.
No,
Machine
gives that. Machine gives that.
Okay.
Machine gives that. You need not do it.
Given the correct analysis.
So, yes, machine gives the analysis. See this.
So here,
Yes, here.
this is the good one.
Good one.
Ramo Devan Srinoti in straight.
Yes.
Okay, and when we click here, we see that the machine gives zero penalty. Okay.
So we have
Everything is perfect.
solutions.
Yes.
So for the Sanskrit scholars, we do Karaka analysis. And if Karaka analysis does not work, we give some penalty. For people who are more familiar with computer science, this is graph matching problem. Okay, so we are doing some graph matching. If it doesn't match, we give some penalty. Yes. Here there is no penalty, it matches.
So when you find 0 there, it's complete.
It's the best one.
It's the best one. So if penalty number increases, so automatically we will have.
So among the 8 solutions, there is only one that has penalty 0. Okay?
But how penalties imposed? Which basis or which
There are rules. There are linguistic rules. There are rules.
Those we will discuss later.
It will be good if we can take a wrong
Yeah.
and do that and
Yes.
say which constraint is violated. That will be useful for learning.
Yeah, but there are many examples, one after the other. So we are not in short of examples. Now I'm giving the same sentence but in the passive mode. How do you say that? Karmani prayoga. Okay? Devadatena sura piyate. And now,
Notation.
Notation problem. So it is set for base by default.
okay. Yeah, so every setting is different, so I have to adjust. Okay, so now we see that there are many more solutions in the passive.
51.
So it keeps 51, 63 out of 173. Okay, so even for such a simple sentence, you have so many ways of doing Sandhi Vicheda that you have 173 and still it's only in the simplified mode. But fortunately the machine does this Karaka fitting and it keeps only 2 candidates. So we can look at the 2 candidates. So now the scene is the same. Yes, we still need a karta and karma. Yes, but since we are in the passive, the karma must be in tritiya. As the karma. Okay, so it's correct. What about this one? Can you guess which is this one?
Sura.
Apiyate.
Oh.
Okay.
Sura.
Apiyate.
Apiyate.
With preverb a. Because you get the same sandhi.
Yes. So is also possible.
Yeah, and the two are correct, isn't it? The two are correct.
Apiyate is correct. Apiyate is possible. Yes, very good. We did not expect.
Yeah, you did not expect, but it's okay. So the machine is right here. See, it gives us 2 solutions, but it's correct. So far, so good.
So we give a clap to machine. We give a clap to
One question, can we put avakana
But
in
this-
this?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, so we go into Shvetodavati and that will be it.
Okay.
This example is due to Patanjali.
Shvetodhavati, Patanjali's example.
Shvetodavati.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. Beltu is everything.
Complete one. Let's go complete.
No,
Complete. Strength complete.
we can.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go leave it. We can go it complete later. Okay, so here. Oh, very good. It finds one solution. So Shveta Dhavati. oh, now we have an ambiguity on the form Dhavati. In Dhavati, it finds, okay, it is present of Gana 1, of Uddhav 1.
How one?
Dhav 1.
Bhava Gati Shuddha.
Gati
Gati and Shuddha. Dhavati is
Washing and
washing and running.
Washing and running, so it's ambiguous. Yes? So we know that something is running or something is washing. Yes. So let us look how it analyzes this. Okay, so it finds, okay, Shweta may be the karma, karta, and Dhavati, maybe it runs or it cleans object. Okay? And look at the penalty computation. See, it is here there are two ways of interpreting this karaka. Here it's to run is intransitive. Okay, so you need only karta and that's okay. But if it would be cleaning, then the object is missing. You have this ākāṅkṣā. Where is the object? It's not there, so you get some penalty. Okay, so the only one of penalty 0 is this one. Oops. 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 So the white horse is running.
Yes.
Okay. So you see that the machine has information about the ākāṅkṣā verbs. See, some verbs are transitive, some verbs are intransitive, some require dative, whatever. Yes. But here you must not be satisfied, yes, because Patanjali says this is ambiguous.
Yes.
Okay. But here, look, oh, there are some additional candidate solutions. Okay. And here we have Shwa, Ita, Dhavati. And there is some crazy compound here, but the correct one is this one, number 8. Shwa, the dog, Ita, here, is running. So again, you have the ambiguity between running and cleaning. The only one that has penalty 0 is this one, and here you have the dog is running here. Okay, so we got all the solutions afterwards.
Dog is running from here.
Oh, it's from here, it's not to here.